Hello Possums, Dreymasmith here. In our little growing tourist village, it's almost fully grown. I've got one building left to do. I got a bit of a crack on after I signed off last time. This was the Tourist Information Centre. It isn't now. It is still the entrance to the museum, and what it will become, at least this bit, is a gift shop. Sort of makes sense. Come out of the museum, get trapped in the gift shop. This will be the Tourist Information Centre. I've just built the shelf. None of these are furnished at the moment. I'll get round to that. And this is our little cafe. And it has a little outdoor seating area. I'm going to put leaves and vines on this bit. And I'll put chairs and tables in at some point. So all that's left now is the hotel. And by the way, I know the point of this now, our lovely rotunda. It's there to just look pretty. Why shouldn't something exist just to make the world look a little nicer? So that's what that's for. So I need to get on with the hotel. And to that end, I have 4 shulker boxes. Oh, I've also got some bits and pieces over here. I should bring these over too. There we go. And the crafting table. There we go. I'll leave the bed where it is. There we are. So I've replaced all the dirt with stone brick and cracked stone brick. And if you come down here, we've got a sort of retaining wall. And eventually I'll build a platform out here. But that's for later. So what I'm going to do first is build up the walls and mark in the doors. This marks the edge of a sort of little veranda thing. So we've got wall there, double doors, another wall, more double doors, and we need another one. Yes, lots of front doors going into a nice little lobby. And then this is the door going into the dining room. And we'll bring it all the way along. I'll just grab that torch. And that one, I'll have to be very careful about sleeping on time, because I'm not going to have everything as well lit to start with. And I will do my usual thing of going through and knocking out bits and putting in the wool. So that's the start of the ground floor. I'm just going to grab a nap and start building up where the windows are. And that's all the first floor, mapped out, walls done. Haven't swapped the wool in yet. We're going to take care of the doors next. If you notice, they're 3 blocks high. That's because each of them are going to have a pair of sea lanterns over the top. This won't be the end of it, but it's certainly a start of it. And the doors going out to the veranda over the sea. And I think a floor is in order. I'm going to pop in an oak floor. I've got plenty of oak slabs from when I massively overcalculated at Fletchley. So, comes in handy now. There we are. Only used, what, 3.5 stacks? That's not too bad. Just pop them away again wherever it is they belong, in the yellow box. And let's start putting in our doors. Don't need that anymore. And zombie proofing as usual. There we are. Just because it's a good habit to be into, not because I'm ever going to have villagers here. There we are. Now, these sea lanterns, I'm not leaving them like that. I am putting in birch trapdoors over the top to match the doors because I am making fan lights. They're those little glass sort of window things above doors. They're often decorative. You can use them to let extra breezes through. Burglars used to employ small children to climb through them to unlock houses. But no one's going to be able to climb through these. What is next? We might sort the veranda out next. Now, I'm not sure that I'll leave it like that. I'm not sure that I like that. I'm really not sure that I like that. One here and... oh. There we go, that's better. One here, whoops, and one there. And I'm thinking about this, I'm really not sure. End rods. Because they give off a nice bit of light and they look like thin pillars. So they'll do nicely, thank you. Okay, the best way for me to work out what's next, I think, is to put in the balcony for the next floor up, which starts here. There we go, and we'll just run it along in line with the end rods. That's why I put the end rods in then, so I could see where this was supposed to go. And yeah, it should come over the top of that window. Yes, that's right. It's so nice when just for once it works out correctly. Now we'll join them up. There we go. Okay, this hotel is sort of a mishmash of colonial hotels and colonial public buildings in Australia, and also raffles in Singapore. And quite a few of these have decorative wrought iron. I can't do that in Minecraft. I can't get decorative wrought iron, so you'll have to excuse me using fences and gates. And I have got this one over. Excuse me a minute. Right, now for one of these, I'm going to use the alternative, which is that, and we'll see which one we prefer. I can place our gates. There we are. And I need to get my ceiling materials, which are, not surprisingly, birch slabs. I'll need a lot more than that. Now I'm going to fill in the veranda roof, which will also be the floor of the balcony above. There we go. Now if we come in here, I'm going to do the same, but I have to pay attention to where the stairs are going to go and where the cloakroom's going to go. So right, this bit's going to be void and it'll go all the way up to the roof, and this is the lobby and it'll have bedrooms above it. So we need a ceiling in here to become a floor for the next level up. We need lights in our lobby. So 1, 2, Now the lovely thing about this is I get lights that are clearly for this floor, but will also light the rooms above, which is handy. All right, time to make stairs up. I'm using dark oak because it's a nice contrast. Sorry, just wondering why that didn't work quite as I'd anticipated. Oh, I know why the stairs aren't working. And it means this is wrong too. Comedy of errors. Okay. Right, now I think I'll find the stairs work. That is much better. There we go. And we'll take out these two and pop in that because that will look much nicer. And because health and safety is important, we will put in a handrail. Now that's the ground floor done apart from windows and furnishings. So up onto the second floor. Now I'm going to lay out windows and rooms up here, and then we can get on with the roof. Now I've built the walls up here 1 block higher than downstairs, so you can see there's 2 above the fan lights. That's so that I can get the roof doing what I want, but at the moment I have to put a secondary support just inside the roof line. You'll see it in some areas but not in others, and I've run out of snow. There's more down in the box. I'm going to have to get down and get it. This is going to go crunch. Crunch. I'll get some snow, I'll be back. Okay, this goes all the way around the outer edge of the entire building. And I'm just taking this across here so it doesn't look weird having that 1 block there. There we go. Time to get in fan lights and doors, and then we'll start on the roof. Actually, before we do the roof, let's finish the rest of the outside. We need those. And that. I will need those. Easy bit first. Windowsills. That one doesn't get one. But every other window gets, if I can manage it, gets a windowsill. Now we do have more to do with the quartz stairs. They're not just for windowsills, but at the moment let's get our balcony in. Oh, I missed one. And I'm shift clicking so that I don't open the gates all the way along. I'm not sure why I've got fences there. I might change that. Okay. There we are. Now here's the question, will the gates also be doable? Oh yes, easily. In a way they're easier than the fences. And connect up the fence posts with end rods, which again gives us light but also makes a nice elegant supporting column for the railings. Now here come our quartz stairs again into play. Whoops. Upside down all the way around on this row of the wall. Now I want to put sea lanterns at various points around the walls, around the tops of the walls. So I've got to think about where I'm doing this, because I don't want them to show on the other side. So that's a good spot. So is this for the same reason, which is that wall hides it. And this one. Right, now working out where to put ones along the front, I have to do something else first. One of those things is eat something. And the other is to build a little decoration on the front here. So we've got our corner here. We go 1, 2, 3, whoops, 2, 3, and then a quartz stair and an upside down quartz stair. And on this side a quartz stair and then an upside down quartz stair, and we're making a little triangle. And we put an upside down quartz stair in the middle and a slab on top, and I want to put a slab there. Okay, and now I put a sea lantern there and a snow block and a sea lantern there, and that might be it. Now it's not an issue of safety with lighting up here, it's just an issue of it looks nice when it's lit. That's about it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just going to put in my marker posts, and then I will come back and I will put in gates in between each of them. Okay, I'm still not sure. I like this, but I don't like that. I don't like this, but it covers the hole. What do you think? Because I really don't know. Do you know, in theory, I could just leave it like that. That's quite nice, but I'm still going to put the roof on. Before we get up on the roof, I just want to point out something very silly I did. I didn't have this post lined up properly. I had made the veranda 4 slabs wide instead of 3, which meant that the whole top of the roof was pushed out by 1. Oh, and I haven't fixed, I've fixed most of it, but not that. Okay, so I'll fix that while we're up there. That could have caused all sorts of problems. So now that we have posts going from the ground all the way up to the top, we can get on with fixing the roof properly. I'm going to pop a stair there because that gives me something to hang all the slabs off, because all the way around where I've got this little trough between the gates and these snow blocks, I'm going to put prismarine slabs, and they're going to go right the way around the whole building. Now I'm just leaving a gap here for access, and from this point I am treating this main area and this little wing separately. So I'm running a row of slabs along to complete encircling this section. And now, right the way round, I'm going to put prismarine block stairs. Okay, I'm running a row of slabs here because that sections off this little bit, and again we're putting stairs all the way round. Now this bit's almost done. One block of dirt, slab on top. I can get rid of the dirt now, and that block can despawn, I don't mind, it's only dirt. And encircling all the way around again. There we are. So we're making a little skylight. It won't be seen from the room below, but that's not the point. The point is we'll have light from those sea lanterns coming up through the skylight, and it'll just look nice. So that's that section done. This is similar, but instead of having one row of stairs, we're going to have two. Now that we've got our second one on, it's back to slabs again, but instead of just doing one row all the way around, we're going to do two, and they're at the same height, and they're both bottom half slabs. So two effects from that: one, non-spawnable; two, bottom half slabs, if they're not waterlogged, don't leak. So yeah, I'll have to do something about the stairs, but other than that, I won't have too much trouble when it rains. And last but not least, let's finish this skylight off with some white glass. And it would be good if I left myself with a way to get back in. And you'll notice I put all the windows in, and again they're white glass panes, just to match up with everything else. There we go. You can see what I mean about the skylights and the lights around here where the railings are. It's just nice to have that bit of light shining through. Alright, I'm going to pop down and get some sleep. See you in a minute. And there's our hotel finished. I still have to swap out some of the blocks for wool, and it needs a little decorating inside, just a bit, but I'll do that later. So anyway, hopefully you like this hotel. I do, and hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, you know what to do. Whack that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Bye.